guys, think about this. You got the junk drawer, you got a whole bunch of tools, you don't know what they do. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't even have all those kind of screwdrivers. They take up a ton of space. It's really a pain. You're digging through them, trying to get the right screw for the right project to get that thing done, and you give up. You're frustrated. So you got all those little jobs around the house you won't complete because you can't find the right tool to do it. All of these now come in this. Look at this, you guys, right here. This is the latest from Worx. We're so excited to have this today's special. It is one of the best gifts you can give anybody because everybody needs it, and we have a special deal you can't find anywhere else. This is a 100% exclusive HSN offer. The driver and the bits, which is 26 bits, that along with the screwdriver, which is super heavy duty, which is amazing, that by itself is a $49, almost $50 value. Then we add what's called the Flex Extender Shaft. That's gonna allow you now to get into nooks and crannies you can't even reach easily with a traditional screw. That by itself on their website is $19. We're valuing it at $16 here at HSN. Not even on the website do they have this anywhere in this configuration, and we are more than 50% off. Look at that value, $66.12. We're at only $29 and some change. Now, let me add one more layer to that. 5 flex pays, you're gonna get this home for $6. And I will tell you, I have sold a lot of tools, a lot of gadgets, a lot of DIY things. I don't think I've seen a more powerful, better, and easier to use system than I've seen with this tonight. So grab as many as you can while we have it as a today's special. It is indeed a one-day deal. All right, we got a lot of things to screw. We got a lot of jobs to get done. We've got things to fix. Yeah. We've got an annoying list that no one will ever take care of because they don't have the right tools to do it.
The honey-do list is now the honey-done list.
Done list. And you don't even need a honey to do it. You are the honey.
That's exactly right. This is the most empowering tool, really. This is the tool of the year right here from Worx. Only at HSN, only here today. This is the portable, powerful, rechargeable screwdriver set. This has got everything in it that you're ever going to need. First of all, the tool itself, when you pick this up in your hand, it's got a comfort grip on it. It weighs less than a pound, but it gives you all the turning power, all that torque. So if you have limited dexterity in your hands or limited strength in your hands, this is the solution for you. Comes with all the different bits. They thought of everything. They even color-coded the bits so you know exactly where everything goes. The extension plus the power bit, we'll talk about that more in a moment. Also, they even thought of everything. Look at that. There's even a light built into it. Look at that double LED right there so you can see everything. There's the bits that it comes up with. There's the Phillips head and the standard or flat bit. We all know those, right? But have you ever come across a square bit or a hex bit? We're gonna show that. Ready to assemble furniture is perfect for that. The posi drive bits, those are actually getting huge in Europe and they're going all over the world. So now you've got the right bit. Torx bits are great for automotive applications. Whatever it is, you've got it all right here at HSN and right here with the folks at Worx. The bits themselves go in, they're magnetic. They go in so easily right into the end. All you do is just pop them in just like that. And when I say they're magnetic, I mean they're not gonna fall out on you. If you've gotten the cheapies, the cheap guys out there that make them and they, you know, those units really don't last and they don't hold a charge and they don't hold the bits properly. Let's take a look at our board. Let's get right to some demonstrations. Talking about the different things that you can do. Maybe you've got loose latches or loose knobs around the house. Look at this. You can do it so easily. I popped in my Phillips head.
Makes me insane.
Oh, it drives me crazy. And people put off fixing it because it's so much easier to do this. But watch this. Now, I'm going to take my bit out and now I've got a square bit. So all you do, pop in the square bit, you're ready to go. So no matter what kind of bit you run into, Suzanne, you've got the right bits for the job.
You know what I was most impressed with? The torque.
Yeah.
This baby is powerful.
It really is. And what's great about it too is it has a torque adjustment. And I'll show you that here in a moment. And what that means, what's important about that is that you don't have too much torque for the job. So if you want to dial it down or dial it up, you can do that. Now this is maybe what we're most excited about. This is the flexible extender, and here's one of the reasons why. Let's say you have a loose doorknob around the house, right? Instead of calling a handyman or a handywoman to come in, or you take the old giant drill. These are great if you're building a
house
or an aircraft carrier. This would be really good. But if you're going in to put new doorknobs on or
with a traditional
you'd never even be able to reach it.
Even with a traditional screwdriver, it's awkward. You can't get around inside there.
That's exactly right. But with the Flex extension, all you do is you pop it in the end. Then you pop your bit on here. Now I want to show you guys, I want to see if I can show you this. When you press the button, it turns down here. It doesn't turn up here. So you can hold this nice and tight. Then you can get into the tight spaces. Then you can tighten up that doorknob, lickety split. Look at that. Now your job's done, and you did it all with the Worx.
And I gotta ask you a question. How many times do you go to that door with the loose knob, and every time you have a little cuss word in your head? Because you're like, you don't say it out loud, it just annoys you every time you go to open the door. And you know, if you don't have that on right, then it starts to really screw up the whole mechanism.
That's exactly
right. So
right.
you just want something you can grab and you know where it is. If I went out and tried to dig through all my husband's tools, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be able to find the right screwdriver. This is giving you everything right in one convenient space. So you're gonna have the right bit for the right job for whatever it is. It's building the furniture, building the shelves. It's doing the bicycle on Christmas Eve at 2 a.m. in the morning, trying to put that together.
That's right.
It's building that furniture you buy at that big store because you need a lot of screws for those. It's that shelving user that came with 8 million screws and you're like, oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever. All you do is you open this up, you know exactly where everything is. It's so convenient. It's so easy. And I will tell you, we were talking about this earlier. We've sold some inexpensive screwdrivers here on HSN,
Sure.
and they were good, they were okay. This one has that real professional torque and that professional feel. And again, I'm a gadget girl. I'm a DIYer. I like to do things. But even if you don't, you're gonna be so happy because that dumb doorknob's not gonna be screwed up and loose all the time, making you crazy. Now you really can empower yourself to do it yourself. This, if I was trying to hold this above my head
No way.
and trying to screw something in like a fan or a light.
It's like weightlifting.
Oh my gosh, I really don't have the upper body capacity to be able to hold it. Yeah, even guys don't, let's be honest.
If you're putting up a ceiling fan, that's impossible.
This is as easy as it can be. It's just like this, and then up you go.
Yep.
You know, you're on your little step ladder, boom.
Press the button.
You're done.
That's it,
So
exactly.
simple.
Take a look at this is a ready to assemble, right? This is actually our baker's rack from my house, from my kitchen. My wife wondered where it went. Okay, so here's the tool that they give you, right? There's 16 of these. Suzanne, there's 16 of these connectors that you're supposed to attach with this. This is a knuckle buster, right? This is the Allen wrench. But look, I put the end on here, right on the bit. Now all I do is just push the button and that's it. Look at that. You can attach it, you can put it together in minutes instead of leaving it sitting around on your floor waiting to get to the box.
The first thing you do is you open the box and then you just see that bag of screws and you're like, okay, guess what? I need a Saturday all day long to take care of stuff. This is a great video. Remember, you get the light with it too. If you're in those tough situations, that's like replacing the vent under a microwave. If you're working on some kind of plumbing, if you're in a car, that one to me in the car is a
Absolutely,
must-have.
and that's the specialty bit. Underneath the hood of a car is a specialty bit. We give you those bits, everything that you need. Even if you don't think, you know what, I'll never be under the hood of a car, you have the bits there. They're ready for you when you're ready to do it, when you're ready to get the job done.
Can I point something else too, which is really kind of cool about this? It has as much power here as it does when you put the flex on.
Absolutely.
It doesn't lose the power
That's
when you
exactly
actually
right.
go this long distance. And look at how brilliant, I mean, how brilliant is this? I know you're all going, oh yeah, that's gonna get into that spot. I'm gonna finally get back there and fix that thing.
That's right. How about inside the dishwasher? For us, it was inside the dishwasher. The dishwasher rack fell apart. All you had to do is tighten in the one screw, but you couldn't get to it. So you have to call a professional. You don't need to do that. You can fix it yourself. Take a look here. We've got a screw into a board, right? I want to show you this. We talked about torque. You see this? You see how it just stopped? Did you notice that? Well, the reason it stopped is because I have the torque setting on the lowest setting. When you press that button right there, it gives you 3 different settings. I always recommend start on the lowest setting because it protects your delicate materials that you may be working on. Now, I just cranked it up to maximum torque. Now, watch this. This is, remember, look at that, Suzanne. Are you kidding me? Did you see the torque, the power in that little handheld screwdriver? This is not the big 18 volt. This is the small handheld screwdriver from Worx. How about tight spaces? Here's that flexible extender we were just talking about. I just took the same bit and I put it on here. Even ours, which is a nice compact unit, you can see I can kind of get it down in there, but if you really want to get down into the tight spaces, you want to get the jobs done, get that extender on the end, forward and reverse operation, you're done, just that simple.
Yeah, look how awesome that is, you guys.
How
I mean,
cool
isn't
is
that
that?
amazing?
Is
All
that
right,
cool?
let me come over here and kind of give you the scoop. Okay, this is the only tool today's special we're doing across all brands for the holiday season. And I know we've got a ton. We're almost at 1,000 sold in just, what, 5 to 10 minutes. Here's what I want you to do. Make sure to get it tonight at midnight, because at this clip, we're well beyond the performance we thought. And we knew you were gonna love it, but you guys are really understanding this, which I love. Remember, in this, you're getting 26 different bits. If you've got a job, this has got you covered in here. You're getting the flex extender. That on their website right now is a $19 upsell. In fact, I quizzed one of their staff members who are here with me. She's behind the camera. And I said, are you selling this with like 6 bits and the tool? She goes, no. Nobody but HSN has the flex extender plus all the tools. She goes, nobody at retail, nobody has our configuration. And this should cost, look at this, $49.95. That's still an amazing deal here at HSN. But for today only, and it stops at midnight, it's down to $29.95. Also, we have another really cool deal. Get your HSN card out right now, because this weekend is called Gifts to Give and Get. It's a huge weekend. We have 5 flex on everything. But if you pull your HSN card out for today only, this is really exciting. We have a VIP savings event. For every $15 you'll save $15 on every orders of $75 or more. You're gonna use that code at checkout, and you can use it multiple times today. But that's one day today. So if you get 3 sets of these, go ahead and use the code, use your HSN card. We're taking $15 off every time you do it. I mean, that's a ton of extra savings. Now this becomes really a superior value. But again, you know what I love? There's no batteries, thank you, Lord.
I know.
And there's no plug. You don't have to plug it in.
Nothing to plug in, you recharge it. We give the USB-C charger that just goes on the back. We give you the cord. And again, if you want to change out the bits, that's it. All you do is pop out that Phillips bit. Now I'm going to a flathead bit. Now, what am I going to do? Let's say you're painting the house. Like my wife and I are always painting our house. I'm not sure why, but we're always painting our house. I just dialed down the torque. You see how there's one light lit there? Okay, so I dialed down the torque, because if you're doing switch plates, you want to be able to change these out. But look, I've got complete control. Just push the button. You don't have to over tighten it. I've done that before many years ago. I wasn't too bright as a young man, and I used the big guy drill, and I put in new switch plates, and I cracked it because I used too much power.
Also, you know what else too? You can strip the screw.
Absolutely.
And then you're just like, ah. That's when you just want to go kill. Also, it goes in reverse. So if you are actually undoing something, let's say you're taking apart a shelf because you're moving it or what have you, this goes beautifully in reverse. There you go, right there.
Take a look at there it is for putting up hooks. How about the junk drawer? We talked about this before the show. You showed the big pile of screwdrivers. How about a junk drawer, right? Everybody has that drawer. Here's the drawer right here. So inside, I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see. Inside, you've got all this, you know the word I'm thinking of, stuff. That's what you have. You have stuff in there. Well, that is why you're not getting the job done, because you got one old screwdriver. You don't have a full set. You don't have all of this from the folks at Worx. This is an entire work box right in one little container. Take this to the top of the ladder. Work in tight spaces. I want to tighten this handle. See how this handle is loose on here. You want to tighten it very quickly. You don't even have to remove all the junk out of your junk drawer. Look at that. Now you can get into the tight spaces. I've got that tight, and I'm using a Phillips head on this. That's the kind of screw it is. And I tighten it up, and look at that. Now it's perfect. Now you don't have to worry about that messy drawer anymore.
Now let's do this one more level. How many of you have a drawer that's got that in it? Let's be real about this, okay? I swear, right? And then I'm looking at the drawer going, what the heck? And who wants the room for it? Yeah, this is my husband's toolbox, and I'm like, I don't even know what's in here.
How are you going to find the right?
Oh, no, I couldn't figure it out to save my life.
Here's my favorite. This is Grandpa's old screwdriver.
We kept this one from 1805, okay? But daggone it, we're going to use it someday. We don't even know what it does, right? But here's the thing. All of these, every single one that I dumped in here, actually you are getting in this one convenient unit. So instead of having this hot mess that takes up a ton of space, you have no idea what to do with it, it is everywhere. All of this is actually in here. This makes life happy. This means when you've got a job to do, you go, I know exactly where that tool is. I'm gonna have the exact right bit for it, and you will get those things done, which is huge.
This is so great. Think about Christmas morning, everybody. I think I read it 60 days away or less than 60 days away now. Christmas morning, are you gonna be the Grinch or are you gonna be Santa? Are you gonna be Super Santa? That's right, because look at this toy. My friend Brittany brought this in. Look at this. Well, guess what, folks? It takes batteries. Yeah, it takes batteries. And you've got one old rusty screwdriver and you're trying to figure out how to get in there, into the battery spot, the little compartment there. Well, guess what? Now you've got the right tool. You've got the right tool from Worx to get in there. Now when you turn it on, now you've got the most wonderful, what is this? This is a goose.
I'm not sure what it is.
I think it's a goose. I'm almost positive.
Runyon is the best host ever.
What?
Oh, I'm sure glad you fixed that.
Runyon is the best host ever.
I can't believe it. Suzanne Runyon is the best host ever.
A very smart goose, too, which is pretty awesome.
Oh,
hey, guys,
you
I
got
want to
that,
show you a great feature.
Oh, all right. Shh, quiet. Don't
It's
try to
coming
upstage
alive.
me. Don't upstage me.
All right, I'm going to show you guys one of the other great
This is
features.
cool.
This is
cool.
hilarious. Okay, the screw in this handheld unit, it's a gaming handheld thing, right? Anyway, it is as teeny as can be, right? I can't even see it, so I need some assist.
Yep.
And I want you to see what happens. Look how nice this is.
Look at
that light is going to help light up the area. Then you can take the screws out, you can replace the batteries, you can screw it back in. But isn't that awesome? You get a really nice little LED light to help you see what you're doing.
I love it.
I think that, you know what's really cool about Worx is they thought of everything. They gave you every bit, they gave you every screw head that you could need. They've given you a smart design. The Flex thing is brilliant. And what we've done along with the team at Worx is given you a really amazing price. There is not a better deal on this anywhere at the retail market. You can't find this configuration. They did it just for us, and today we're basically more than half off what you'd spend if you had to put it all together and buy it all separately, which is brilliant.
Yep.
Plus, I just want to add 5 flex pays, guys. You can get this home for $6. Try it out. You know you have till end of January to send this back. If you don't absolutely love it, you go around, do all those jobs you've blown off for months and months, maybe even possibly years. And if you don't absolutely love it, you can still send it back at the end of January. The challenge is getting it before it's either sold out or the day ends. Because this price is one day only, and this is our only tool today special of the entire holiday season. So if you got that person who loves tools, they want more tools, or they don't have any tools, this is what I would get them.
And this is the quality we were talking about before the show. We've seen so many tools. I've been over 20 years here at HSN. This is the best quality tool I've ever held in my hand, because when you get this home, you're going to feel it. You're going to have feel-o-vision. This is Worx, right? So I want to talk to you about quality. I want to talk to you about versatility. This is a great gift for anybody. But I want to talk to you about the 3 dirtiest words in the English language. You didn't know I was going to talk about the 3 dirty. Yeah, you know what the 3 dirtiest words in the English language? Some assembly required, right there. This is the worst, right?
We run in fear.
You get that? I know, you get that.
Or you have the box and you shake it, and you hear 8,000 pieces.
Yeah, that store where they have the great meatballs and everything comes in a tiny box, and you always put it off about
1,000 screws.
That's why anybody can use this tool, because it gets rid of the knuckle buster, right? Now you've got the deconstructed version.
This is scary.
See, in a previous life, I would have said, Suzanne, let's do a competition. But then I've learned that Suzanne does not want to play that game, and this is not a not a good idea for Matt's life. Matt likes to live.
Though. I honestly wouldn't mind it, but I know you'd smoke me on this.
It's not fair. By the way, I need a little more torque, so what do? I crank up the torque so I can tighten up all these little attachments. There are 16 attachments on this little stool, tiny little stool. Imagine something big. Can I walk over to the wall? I'm gonna walk over to the wall, excuse me. I wanna give you guys some more ideas because we know that you don't have screws in a piece of wood sitting there on a table somewhere you need to work with. You've got real life demonstrations, real life things that you need, applications for the product. How about a light fixture? You can do this yourself. My 91-year-old mother-in-law, bless her heart, she loves her tool because she's not afraid to take on DIY jobs. You can put up a light fixture yourself. You can do it. You know, they have the internet now, and you can watch all the instructions that you need. You just need one good tool. You need a hammer and you need a great screwdriver, and that's what you're getting today. How about putting up hooks, these heavy-duty hooks, one screw into a stud, but now you can do it in just a matter of literally seconds. Putting up different shelving. All this shelving went up with just a couple screws in your closet. So think about doing storage and organization. There's some great products here at HSN, and now you can do it and get it all assembled. Putting up holiday decorations, putting up heavy mirrors or heavy pictures. How about if your towel rack, like ours was, I have to admit, I did put that off maybe a little longer than I should have. You know, you don't have to remind me every 6 months, honey. But anyway, the loose towel rack, you can tighten it up. Get your Worx home and you can tighten that up and never have to deal with it again. How about putting up a ceiling fan? Now, that's going to take a little bit of effort. That's not just putting in one screw or two screws, but believe me, the guys or gals that put up ceiling fans for a living don't use the big heavy drill. They use something small, compact, and they would love something from Worx. So if you know a professional mechanic or somebody that really knows tools, this is a great gift.
All right, so okay, let's get busy screwing. So let me show you. Here we go. I'm going to do this. Now this is really cool when you just have the actual unit itself without putting any bits in it.
That's a quarter inch.
It's
That's
a quarter
called a quarter inch hex head.
Watch this, guys. And listen, did you hear that? You just look at it. Actually, I gotta hang on. All right, watch this. It does. Listen to that, did you hear it? That is amazing torque. Then we go to the number 2, which is the square. These are all the kind of screws that you see when you're working with all the projects around the house and you're going, oh, I don't know how to get this done. And for me, quite frankly, I think it is all about being empowered. I know that sounds a little dramatic, but I love the fact that I can get jobs done easily now and no one else is grabbing my tool. I would not let my husband touch it, by the way. I'd say, hey, this is just mine because I want to get these projects finished. Here's another great example. In fact, I just screwed, I was trying to screw in a hook at my house. This was just yesterday. It was driving me crazy because it was loose and my husband puts a big heavy backpack with his computer on it. He was busy. I know he wasn't going to get around to it. So I was like, I'll do it. You know what the problem is? The hook is really weird and it comes up really high. It's actually a whale tail of a hook, right? I needed this flex tool to get in there to be able to get those screws. But you know how good you feel when you do a project and you go, good, I did it. It is that loose doorknob. It's the bicycle you're doing at 2 a.m. in the morning on Christmas Eve, trying to get it built before the kids wake up, right?
Exactly
it's the shelving unit. It is the toilet paper roll holder that's been driving you crazy because it's been broken for months.
That's exactly right. The DIY, you know, if you're somebody who doesn't like the DIY idea, well, now you can really do it yourself when you have the right tool. That's the great equalizer. The great equalizer is a great tool. And getting a tool that's going to last years and years. Suzanne, this has a 3-year warranty. 3 years on a tool. Think about that. This has revolutionary technology built inside. Lithium-ion batteries inside. I was telling you before the show, I had a sample at home. The last show we did was about 6 months ago. We had one show and sold out. And I pulled my units out and they were fully charged. Now I'm assuming they were 99%. But when you plug these in, by the way, it will tell you what the charge is. These same lights on the bottom here, these are going to tell you the torque. Again, you can dial in the torque. You can make it light torque if you're doing something delicate, or max torque right there. That was my radio name, max torque. And then you press one button, forward and reverse right there. If you can do that, you can do anything. You don't have to use turning. You don't have to twisting with your wrist. You don't have to worry about that. If you're somebody that has limited dexterity or strength in your hands, this is a great solution for you. Get this kit home. You're going to love it. Charge it up the night before your honey-do list just to make sure it's got 100% charge on it, and you're going to have everything right at the palm of your hand. You're going to have all the tools that you need. It's going to be great.
And speaking of tools, you know, and I think this is such a great example. Matt brought these in. All of these are very confusing. They're very unorganized. Just look how much space they take. I mean, it's just annoying. And when you're trying to get those projects done, we ain't got time for this. What I love is all of those, move that away, are in this one great compact unit. Everything fits inside here, including your flex tool, and then you close it up and look at how little space it takes. So let's say you have somebody on your list who's moving into a dorm, an apartment, they live in an RV. They don't have a bunch of tools. This is the perfect gift. Let's say you have someone who has a ton of tools, they love tools. Trust me, they're gonna not use those anymore. This is what they're gonna pull out and use constantly. And then I wanna talk to you specifically because I think it's exciting and empowering when women can do it on their own. You know what I mean? We don't have to wait for help. We don't have to hire someone to come do it. I think that is one of the most empowering things. And this tool allows you to have that empowerment of saying, you know what? I can finish that job. I'll go do that real quick. I just did it in my house. Love my husband, but he wasn't doing it.
Get it done yourself. You can do it. Anybody can do it when you have the right tool. The tool that gets the job done, the kit that gets the job done. Take this, get this home, open it Christmas morning, first thing to open right here.
Yeah.
And you're going to be Super Santa, not Big Grinch.
Yeah, especially when you put all those batteries and all those toys, and now you've got the tools to do it. All right, remember, 26 the bits come with it. The Flex tool is a completely separate purchase. We're the only place where we've included all of this in one, and we're over 50% off for a single day, everybody. You can see how busy we are. We've already sold 3,000. I've got about 1,000 of you on the line or on .com. The best way to go is open up your phone, scan that code. You can shop that way or go online. As you know, it's a couple of clicks and you've got these ordered. And we have